First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score Titans 7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, right back to Hunt. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Fields finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown Raiders. Kareem Hunt from 10 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the counter, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're hoping.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Off play action, Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Jones. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Open man. That's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Titans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big run.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones drops it off for Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 38, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This is caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
35, Titans 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero.